Dr. Orji, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Adewale. And my name is Chris Ochonu. I work for the Nigeria Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, representing the Executive Secretary, Dr. Orji Ogbonnaya Orji, who was supposed to be at this meeting, but he has to attend to other urgent matters. So I have to stand in for him. It's a great honor to join the validation workshop for the Women in Mining Africa Action Plan. We commend Women in Mining Africa for leading a continental process that gives voice to women, youth, and communities at the heart of Africa's mining future. The Global Extractive Industry Transparency Initiative, which NEITI implements, is founded on the philosophy that regular disclosure of information and data in the extractive sector will promote public debate, foster civic actions, and accountability in the sector. The goal is to ensure that revenues from the sectors are optimally mobilized and prudently used for the benefit of our citizens and create opportunities for entrepreneurs to thrive. It is impressive to note that this aligns with the tenets of the African Mining Vision established in 2009 by the African Union, which is to promote equitable, broad-based development through the prudent utilization of the continent's natural wealth. The 7-point program agenda being validated today will help in deepening engagement on natural resource utilization and provide the much needed voice to women in the continent. We are all aware that the world is racing into a green energy future. Lithium, cobalt, nickel, and rare earth minerals are now more valuable than oil. If Africans does not act boldly and immediately, we will again watch others turn their resources into national wealth, while ours remain trapped beneath the soil. And women are at the core in harnessing these valuable resources. One of the core EITI strategic priorities is monitoring gender, social, and environmental impact. NEITI, in keeping with the EITI's mandate on gender reporting, conducted a study on the impact of extractive activities on gender and how gender is reported. The study focused on the impact of mining in our communities through the prism of gender inclusivity and impact. This study looks at the employment, ownership, and decision-making and benefit sharing for women in the mining industry. The study also threw up a number of issues that should be of interest to women in mining Africa, in the promotion of gender inclusivity and diversity in the extractive sector. This includes deprivation and marginalization of women in the employment structure and relegating and limiting them to only ancillary service providers, such as providing drinks and vending snacks in mining sites. Decreased opportunities from land-based livelihoods such as land, water, and forest as a result of mining activities. Maternity leave for women returning from childbirth or caring for children. They end up struggling to regain employment. The practice of payment of benefits, royalties, and compensation to men on behalf of families, leaving the women more exposed to hardship. Mining in the community leads to prevalent cases of girl-child abuses, girl-child early marriage, and girl-child prostitution. Ladies and gentlemen, NEITI has initiated aggressive programs to pay special attention to generating reliable data and subsequent engagement to improve women's participation in the mining sector. Our goal is to address the huge gap in gender imbalance in employment, investment, and decision-making in organizations in the extractive sector through empirical evidence based on data and constructive engagement. NEITI, with intervention from Ford Foundation, is currently undertaking a study on Nigeria energy transition, economic impact and implications for mineral resource governance and sustainable green growth. The study highlighted gender imbalance, discrimination, the need to mainstream gender, and implement affirmative action in providing opportunities for women, participation in leadership and policy making in energy transition implementation institution, among other recommendations. This is in tandem with the gender mainstream agenda being pursued by the current administration and promoted by the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development. NEITI has made recommendations on women inclusion in the ongoing bill on the Nigerian Minerals and Mining Bill 2023, being championed by the chairman, House Committee on Solid Minerals, Honorable Jonathan Gaza-Gbevu. At NEITI, our goal remains to work with your esteemed organization to remove structural barriers that impede women, girls, and other vulnerable groups from participating in sustainable natural resource management and other potential gender impact of extractive activities. On promoting ESG and climate resilient mining practices, the EITI standards evolves to meet the needs of the sector and to ensure accountable and open governance. The EITI strategic priorities seek to respond to the context within which the EITI operates and to ensure that EITI implementation continues to be relevant, responsive, and cost-effective in view of diverse challenges faced by resource-rich countries, while maintaining focus on achieving its core mission. The EITI has identified ESG as one of the core priorities, noting that investment decisions in the extractive sector are increasingly influenced and informed by environmental, social, and governance metrics. We believe that company commitment to transparency and accountability through the EITI, as well as EITI disclosures, can contribute to the evolving framework of ESG reporting and complement other data published by companies and investors. To support this shift, the EITI has clarified and strengthened the expectations for EITI companies and is undertaking regular assessment of company adherence to their expectations. Data from this assessment can contribute to ESG performance and measurements going forward. The EITI success depends on partnerships with like-minded organizations, development partners, and donors. Project-specific funding and collaboration with multilateral organizations and institutions enables the EITI to advance and scale priority policy areas such as beneficial ownership transparency, contract transparency, and commodity transparency. I wish to restate that we need to do more to expand opportunities for women in the extractive sector. NEITI is ready to offer any support and partnership to help women realize their full potential in this sector. As Women in Mining Africa validates its action plan today, NEITI stands ready to collaborate and encourage the team to integrate transparency standards into the 7-point program agenda and ensure that implementation builds trust, equity, and accountability. Once again, congratulations to Women in Mining Africa for achieving this feat. I thank you for inviting NEITI to speak at this forum, and we at NEITI wish you fruitful deliberation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate your important contribution from NEITI.